Your cat may look content and self-sufficient, but many quietly struggle with loneliness in ways that slip past even attentive owners. Felines are masters of camouflage. They bury stress under routines that look normal until you zoom in. If you've ever wondered whether your buddy misses you more than they let on, start by listening after dark. That eerie, drawn-out yowl that rattles the hallway at 2 or 3 a.m. isn't a spooky soundtrack. It's a "where are you?" beacon. Cats are naturally most alert at dawn and dusk, and when the house goes silent and doors close, some panic about being cut off from their person. It's not drama for its own sake. It's a check-in from a creature wired to keep track of a small, trusted group. Watch the coat next. Grooming is a built-in stress soother, and a cat who feels adrift may lick and lick until hair thins and tender skin shows through. We admire cats for being immaculate, but there's a line where comfort morphs into compulsion. If you find bald patches or irritated skin, it's time to ask a vet to rule out medical causes and, in parallel, rethink the daily rhythm at home. More play, more predictable contact, fewer long stretches of nothing. Clinginess can be just as telling. Some cats solve loneliness by becoming a shadow. They pad behind you from room to room, wedge themselves through the bathroom door, and plant themselves on your keyboard the moment you sit down. It's endearing until you realize what it means. They're afraid you'll vanish if they let you out of sight. Separation anxiety in cats looks different than in dogs, but the theme is the same: constant surveillance and a need to merge your schedule with theirs. Other cats swing to the opposite pole. You return after a long day, call their name, and get nothing. They're tucked behind the couch or under the bed, all cool indifference. It's easy to take that personally, but withdrawal is a classic stress response. Routine is oxygen to a cat. Big gaps in your day can feel like the ground shifting. Hiding buys them time to reorient. Give them a few minutes, then sit low and quiet. Many will drift out once they're sure the world is steady again. Not every signal is heavy. Some are sweet beyond words. A cat who trots to the door to meet you, tail straight up like a flag, is delivering a thesis in one move. You're back. The house makes sense again. The head bumps that follow aren't random affection. They're scent signatures, yours and theirs, being braided together so the space feels like us again. If they add a little hop or chirp, accept the compliment. They've been practicing that welcome all afternoon. Then there are the presents you wish they hadn't perfected. A small mouse on the rug. A beetle arranged like a macabre art piece. As awful as it is to step over, it's meant as an act of care. You can't hunt, they can. Sharing is their way of folding you into their survival plan. Redirect that instinct with indoor hunting games, but don't miss the sentiment behind the mess. Litter habits tell stories too. Stress can push a cat to mark door frames, chair legs, or the edge of the bed with urine. Flat puddles usually mean regular elimination. Thin vertical streaks are territorial notes. Both say, "I'm unsettled," and trying to claim something familiar. Clean thoroughly with an enzymatic cleaner. Move boxes to quiet, accessible spots. And make sure the substrate and size suit your cat, not your decor. If the behavior is new, call your vet. Urinary issues can masquerade as acting out. Scratching is another headline many people misread. A shredded armrest isn't spite. It's part stress relief, part boundary marker, part yoga. When a cat feels unstable, they scratch more and in more places to stamp the house with mine. Give them sturdy, tall posts right where they already scratch. Sprinkle a little catnip and throw a tiny party each time they use the right spot. You're not only saving the sofa, you're helping them feel anchored. Body rubbing, forehead pressing, kneading with those bread-making paws, and even a quick sandpaper lick are the softer side of the same impulse. Cats carry scent glands in their cheeks, paws, and forehead. When they marinate your jeans, your calves, and your blankets with us, they're stitching your world into theirs. That's also why your seat on the couch and your side of the bed are irresistible while you're gone. Those places smell like you, which makes them feel like home. When they nap in your spot, they're hugging your scent until you return. Sometimes stress tips the body into real trouble. A cat that skips meals, hides for hours, or suddenly drinks far more or less than usual may be unwell, or so anxious that physiology has joined the protest. Cats don't tolerate fasting well. Missing even a couple meals can be risky. Any abrupt change in appetite, litter box use, or energy warrants a call to the clinic. Loneliness can be part of the puzzle, but you never want to assume behavior alone explains a medical shift. Nighttime zoomies can be the pressure valve for a bottled-up day. If your living room turns into a racetrack after midnight, you're hearing stored energy explode. There's a difference between playful sprints and frantic laps. The latter often belong to cats who spent too many daylight hours bored and understimulated, then hit their natural active window with a full tank. A focused play session before bed, chase, pounce, victory, small snack, can convert chaos into coma. Some cats practice bathroom diplomacy with terrible aim. A gift left on your bed or in your laundry isn't random. They choose the most you-scented places to make the loudest point. You were gone. I was stressed. Notice me. It's revolting and it's a message. Clean, reassess the routine, and add better outlets for anxiety. Punishment will only add fuel. Food theatrics pop up for the same reason. Turning away from a full bowl while holding your gaze is an Oscar submission. They know refusal sends humans into problem-solving mode. Don't let a cat go without eating, but don't teach that hunger strikes by roast chicken either. Offer meals at predictable times, remove leftovers after a short window, and praise calm eating. If the appetite dip persists, see a vet. Never gamble with a cat's liver. Attention theft is a craft. Cats learn exactly when to insert themselves between you and whatever matters, the laptop, the book, the show's big reveal. It's not random that they choose the moment you're engrossed. Attention to a cat is a finite resource they intend to monopolize. Build you time into the day, and they'll steal less of the rest. Territory can expand in interesting ways when confidence contracts. A cat under stress starts buying new real estate, tops of dressers, empty chairs, the sink, by parking there, shedding there, and scratching there. The more of the house that smells like them, the less likely they are to feel erased. Give them sanctioned zones, a perch by the window, a shelf that's truly theirs, a blanket that always stays in the sunny patch. Ownership calms. You may also notice a stash economy. Toys migrate under beds, into shoes, and behind cushions, not because your cat is messy, but because they're building little safety caches. Objects that carry your scent, socks, a hat, a scarf, become vaults for treasure. It's a way of preparing for a worst-case scenario in a brain that doesn't understand calendars. When you rotate toys back into circulation, you refresh the inventory and lower the need to hoard. Vocalization can go from quiet mews to full operatic catalogs when stress climbs. Trills, chirps, chatters at the window, and long conversational meows aren't random. They're an audio diary. The more intense the feeling, the more persistent the broadcast. Answer them. You don't have to speak fluent meow, but a calm reply and a predictable action, play, a window perch, water, quiet company, teaches that communication works and lowers the need to shout. Travel triggers a special subplot. Suitcases are pattern machines. Bag appears, human disappears. Lots of cats attack or mark luggage to neutralize the threat. Keep bags out only as long as necessary. Pack where they can't supervise, and leave a worn t-shirt in their bed when you're gone. A trusted sitter who plays, feeds on schedule, and stays a little while after each visit can help the bag lose its teeth. Hypervigilance is the last red flag many people miss. A cat staring at corners, puffing up at shadows, or tracking dust motes like enemy drones isn't seeing ghosts. They're seeing danger everywhere because their nervous system is revved. That's a brain short on stimulation and long on worry. More structure, more play, and more safe vantage points bring the volume down. The fixes are humble and powerful. Rotate toys weekly so the prey feels new. Stash a few with a pinch of catnip in a sealed bag and swap them back in like fresh episodes. Build vertical space. A sturdy tree, a window perch, a path of shelves that lets them cross a room without touching the floor. Put a bird feeder outside a favorite window, and your cat gets a live nature channel. Scatter a couple cardboard boxes in paper tunnels. To a cat, these are fortresses, ambush sites, and quiet rooms all in one. Layer in calm. Synthetic feline pheromone diffusers can mimic the chemical messages cats use to mark safe. Pair that with routine, meals at steady times, a predictable play burst in the evening, A few minutes of quiet contact at wake up and bedtime, and you give their nervous system a schedule it can lean on. Keep water away from food, many cats drink more that way. Offer multiple litter stations in multi-cat homes, and make each box easy to access and easy to love. If your workdays are long, consider a timed feeder, a second window perch, and a midday visit from a trusted friend or sitter. Most of all, notice. Answer when they talk. Invite rather than insist. End petting while it still feels good. Let naps be sacred. When they hide, grant them a runway. When they greet you, give them 30 seconds of undivided attention before you touch anything else. Loneliness doesn't vanish in a day, but cats are quick studies. Show up consistently and they stop screaming into the night because they trust morning will bring exactly what it always brings. You, a routine, a bit of play, a place that smells like us, and quiet company in the sunny spot.